Just as we talked about awareness is now a focus on preparing the pregnant body for birth, attention to detail is the same thing. Awareness is sort of that you have to do that. You need to start to think about the birth and prepare her body to give birth. You're going to have other awarenesses as well, but that's the one that Birthing Better Families want you to focus on and we believe has not been told to you before. Attention to detail is attention to the details of what those skills are. As we mentioned, all of the skills have a separate Udemy course as a childbirth preparation academy for fathers-to-be. But we need to give you an overview of those attention to details. As we mentioned in awareness, your baby is going to grow between 24 and 36 weeks. And if your due date's at 40 weeks, your baby's going to grow even more. The average baby is around 7 pounds with a head the size of a grapefruit. If your baby's 5 pounds, usually the head's still about the same size. If your baby is 10 pounds, the head is usually about the same size. It's the weight and the bulk of the body that changes significantly. But once again, if a grapefruit needs to come out of your baby's mother's body, then you need to do several things to prepare it, and that's the attention to detail. So those skills are, one is to help create space in the bony pelvis. If you don't know that your bony pelvis has the ability to be mobile because it's more than one bone, then we're going to teach you about that. You need to pay attention to your ability to help a woman soften inside so that her cervix can open because it's painful. And her reaction to pain, like all of our human reactions to pain, is to tense up. Nobody leaves their hands sitting on a hot stove. You pull back and you tense up. Well, labor pains hurt. How badly do they hurt? They really hurt. They hurt like getting kicked in the nuts. They hurt, except they come in waves. They go and they come and they go and they come. And when they come, they have a tendency to peak. So we're going to teach you skills about being able to read contractions and to use skills in all of those 5 phases of how a contraction starts, gets bigger, peaks, goes away, and leaves. You also need to learn how to prepare the inside of her vagina, but you start that at 32 weeks. It's still in this phase. You need to create space in side to side between the bones you sit on, front to back, from the pubic arch to the tailbone. You need to know what the shape of her sacrum is, how broad it is, and how long it is, because that's the bone your baby will want to move from the inside. You need to understand positions and how the positions impact your baby. All of these things are attention to details that you're going to start to develop between 24 and 36 weeks.